Hi, and welcome to Full Body for Beginners. This workout requires no equipment, so it's perfect if you are maybe new to working out, or maybe you're traveling and don't have access to any equipment. This one's for you. We're going to start with a 5x3, meaning 5 exercises. We're going to repeat that set 3 times, and then we're going to do a little bit of core just to finish us off. Please be sure that you have done a warm-up. There's a few to choose from in the warm-up section of the app, or maybe you're just coming off a walk or a very busy day and you feel like you can jump right in, but just make sure either way you are warmed up and ready to go because we are starting pretty much right away. So join me on your mat when you're ready. All right, thankfully the mat's not that far. It's like 2 steps back. All right, so I'm gonna show you the first move, and then we're gonna have about 20 seconds in between each movement, and I'll show you what comes up after that, okay? So your first move is going to be a good morning with a squat. So hands come up to the temples, your feet are gonna face forward, and they are about hip width apart. Okay, you're going to push your bum back. I'll show you from a couple angles. Push your bum back. You're going to come parallel with the floor. You're going to come up, squeeze your glutes, and I like to take a little step out before I go into my squat because it feels better for my hips. So I'm going to do the same thing just from this angle. The whole goal here, just like a deadlift in a good morning, is we want to make sure that our bum goes back. My knees are staying bent just a little bit, right? I'm coming about parallel with the floor with my chest. Then I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna take a little step, and I'm gonna come into a squat. All right, we're gonna do that for about 40 seconds once I get my timer up and running. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So hands to temple. We're gonna go into that good morning. Up to the top, squeeze, little step out if that feels good for you, and that squat. Good. Just rolling through those 2. I'm gonna alternate my feet coming out. It honestly does not matter though. It just feels better. Good. Pushing your bum right behind you. I'm just gonna change angles for you just in case you're following through here. So pushing our bum back to the wall behind us, and then we're coming down into that squat. Your squat might not go as deep as mine. That's okay. At one point, my squat also didn't go as deep. It's just where I'm at right now. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, rest it out. We're gonna go into hand release push-ups. So this one's gonna be done on the floor. You're gonna bring your hands under your shoulders and your elbows, okay? And I'm gonna show you 2 different ways you can do it. So first of all, we can do it from the toes, and we can come down. We're gonna rest the chest and the body, release the hands and feet, and then the goal is to come back in one movement. Now, if this is for beginners, we can also do it from the knees. So we're going to tuck our bum in, come down, release, and then come back up. I'm gonna do it from the knees because this is for beginners, and this is where we start with our push-ups. This is how we practice to get stronger. All right, that's a long rest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hands under shoulders, okay? We're gonna tuck the bum in. I like to put my toes on the floor. We're gonna come down, rest, release, and push up in one motion. That's the goal, okay? So not like that, because that's gonna start to hurt your back. So tuck your bum in. One motion is the goal. Releasing our hands at the bottom. Now in a push-up, our elbow should be coming out at about a 45-degree angle. So think like an arrowhead, right? We don't want our elbows coming out to the side. That doesn't feel good at all. Ooh, good. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna come back up to standing. We're gonna go into a sumo squat. So that's a wider squat here. We also adjust the pants. Always makes things right. All right, so wider squat. My toes are at about 11 and 2. I'm gonna have my knees follow my toes, and then we're gonna lift the heels, come back down, and come up, but we're not fully coming up, okay? If I was fully coming up, I'd be here. I'm gonna stay in that squat just a little bit the entire time. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, we go. So down into a deep sumo, lift the heels as high as you can, and then come up about 3/4 of the way. So good, so good. Excellent. So you don't need a lot of room for this workout, to be honest. If you're traveling and you're in a hotel room, this is a great workout to do, just to get some movement in. Whew, excellent. You need about the size of your mat, and you don't even need a mat for this, right? We can do this on the floor, no problem. Good, good, good. Bring it down, heels up, and come up for air. You're done. Excellent. Okay, 2 more movements, okay? We're gonna go into an alternating reverse lunge with a twist. It sounds complicated, it's not. So we're gonna get into a lunge position, 1 foot forward, 1 foot just slightly back. We don't wanna go too far back, this would be too far, because now we're getting into like the hip flexor, and we don't wanna do that right now. So we wanna come in this way. Also, if we come too short, that's a whole separate move. So right about here, okay? Railroad track your feet. So 1 foot is in one line and the other foot is in the other. This is gonna help you keep your balance. We're gonna come down, do 2 or 3 little pulses, whatever feels good for you. And then we're gonna twist over that front leg. We're gonna come up and switch sides. All right, let's do it together. 3, 2, 1. So this is a 5x3. So like I said, we are going to do these moves 3 times over. So plenty of time to get them right, to perfect them. Good, good, good. You don't have to do the arms. I just want to make it obvious on camera that that I am twisting. And you don't have to rush through these movements at all. Your legs, quads, glutes should be pretty fiery at this point. And that twist is just turning your core on a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah, I felt that one. All right, we're gonna start at one end of our mat. We're gonna do shuffle and tap. So I'm gonna shuffle over to one side of my mat. I'm gonna tap and I'm gonna come back. This is gonna bring the heart rate up. So I get low into almost like a squat-like position. I'm gonna shuffle over and tap. I think it feels good with one little leap for me, but if you have more space, take it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's a little shuffle and a tap. Good, I'm getting low in that squat to come down and tap. Whew. Good. If you're like Megan, I don't want to jump, no problem. Then you're gonna step it and you're still coming down to tap, okay? Whew. Keep going, keep going. As I'm here, I'm spotting some dust bunnies that I thought I caught with my vacuum. Clearly did not. Whew. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that was one set. We've got 2 more to go. Water, towel if you need it. I'm definitely gonna need water. And we're gonna go back to the top. Whew. Less rest time in between now, okay? Because you know what's coming with gentle reminders. Okay, here we go. Good mornings and squats. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So good morning. Ooh, I'm still breathy. And a squat. I don't actually want to fully recover though, because I want my heart rate to just slowly come down as I'm going through these first 4 moves. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Your heart rate might recover a little bit quicker than mine because I'm talking my way through it. I often talk during my workouts though, even on my own, because my kids are usually around me, asking me 10,000 questions. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, 20 seconds. We're down to the mat. For those hand release push-ups, I'm gonna take it from the knees again, okay? So an important thing with these hand release push-ups is not to stick our bum straight up in the air, because it takes all the work out of the chest and the core. 3, 2, 1. We are in it. We are in it. I'm stepping my knees back. I'm going to tuck my bum in, and I'm going to hand release and try and push up in one motion. Almost like my top of my body is like a plank of wood. I like to tuck my toes under rather than leave them floating because it gives me more support, and it turns the core on just a little bit more. So it's like bonus core. Who doesn't love that? Whew. Good, you can take this slower or faster. Try not to go too fast though. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're gonna come up for those sumo squats. We're nice and wide in the feet. The important thing here isn't that our knees are coming to the front, because that's just asking too much of these beautiful joints. So we wanna make sure that our knees are coming over our toes. We're going wide here in our thighs, okay? We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, we come down. We lift the heels, come up about 3/4 of the way. Down, lift the heels. Yes, good. Whew. I'm still breathy, but that's good. We want that. We want that. Good, good, good. Down, heels up, and coming on up. Down, heels up, and come up. Squeeze the glute at the top, but never fully come up the whole way. You still want to keep that bend. Chest stays high. Good. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, we're gonna go into those lunges. So foot forward, 1 foot back. It doesn't matter which one you start on because we're alternating. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna, here we go. We're gonna come down, do, 3 pulses, and then twist. Come up, stay low, and switch sides. Take your time here. Twist. And come up the air. Sit. So good. Whew. This one gets me. This one turns my quads on and my glutes. It kind of brings like all the movements together into one little grand finale of a move, and then we hit it with cardio. It's a good time. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I can tell already that this is everyone's favorite move. I'm already breathy from the last one. We're gonna do it again. Shuffle and tap in 3, 2, 1, go. So it's a shuffle and a tap. At first you're like, not so bad. And then it adds up. Okay, and remember you always have that option. If you need to, you step out, step in, but I still want you to come down and tap that floor low. Okay, good, good, good. Whew. And you still want to move with some speed, right? We're almost there. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay, that's 2 down, 1 to go. Water. Towel if you need it. Whew. All right. Let that breath come down just a little bit. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, let's get this done. Final set. We are experts now. We know what we're doing. Here we go. Good morning, into a squat. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Bum goes right back to the wall behind us. Up to the top, a little open. Yes, good. Now, let's talk about your squat here. You're still following your knees over your toes, right? And your squat might only come down like this. That's okay. I want you to take in what you need. This workout, I designed it for beginners. So you are gonna work towards a deeper squat as you build those lower body muscles and your core. It all comes together, but it takes time, like all good things. 3, 2, and 1. Like all good things, it takes time. So don't be hard on yourself. Take this class a little bit more often if you're brand new to working out, maybe once a week, and it will help you get used to those movements that are really kind of like the foundation of a lot more complicated movements, which we'll always get into. Okay, hand release push-ups, let's go. 3, 2, 1, we're in it. Hand release push-ups. My hands are right under my shoulders and my elbows. I'm releasing at the bottom, and the goal is to come up in one straight line. This is the best way to practice push-ups. If one of your goals is to get better at push-ups in general, or maybe to start doing push-ups from your toes, this is the best way to kind of train yourself to get there, right? Just like when we're babies, we don't just like get up and start walking generally. We kind of crawl around a little bit, wiggle our way, then we get into the hands and knees crawling, then we start pulling ourselves up on things. 3, 2, 1, then we start taking steps. These movements are the exact same thing. We have to take things in stages. We can't go from 0 to 100. And I'm that person who thinks they can all the time. And so I know the frustration, but we do need to take a moment to realize that steps are going to be much better when we're looking at progressively getting better in different movements. Okay, sumo squat with a little heel lift. 3, 2, 1, go. So down for that sumo squat, heel lift, coming up about 3/4 of the way. I want you to imagine that you're squeezing your thighs together. That's where that movement is coming in to pull yourself up. It's through these thighs, right? And then also through the glutes. Feel free to actually put your hands on those muscles and feel them working. Because if you're new to working out, realizing that making that mind-muscle connection, like it makes the biggest difference. Because all of a sudden you're not just moving your body, you're moving specific muscles in your body in order to do something targeted, right? 3, 2, 1. I'm going for our lunges. All right, take one step forward, one step back. This is a really good example of mind muscle connection too. Make sure your feet are lined up a little bit wider. 3, 2, 1, go. Come down for your 3 pulses, and then a twist. Stay low, switch feet, little pulse action, and a twist. Good, good, good. So normally, this room is my office. I have a desk over here, and actually on this wall is a cage that contains 2 rabbits, which were COVID purchases. They're cute, but I don't recommend it. Anyways, in order to record these, I have to move my entire office out of this room. It is an ordeal. 3, 2, 1. So I always find like my warm-up is like moving my office out of the room into my entranceway and partly in my kitchen, setting up cameras, doing sound testing. It's so much work, but honestly, so good. It's so good because it's so fun to record these videos. I'm delaying because I don't actually want to do this move, but we're gonna jump in. Here we go. Shuffle and tap. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Shuffle and tap. Whew. This is what happens when we're like, we don't want to do something. I'm just gonna delay it by talking. Sometimes I do it to catch my breath or to get a rest. Good, good, good. Keep going, keep going. Almost there. Remembering that you have that low impact option of tapping out with jumping is not for you right now. Good. Almost there. job. Can you get a little bit lower in those squats? 3, 2, and 1. Okay, cool. We're gonna come down to the mat, but first, water, towel, get some of your breath back. Okay, 3 moves. Okay, 3 moves over, twice over is what I was gonna say. So here they are. We have a reverse crunch. So we're gonna come down to the floor. We're gonna have our legs up and we're gonna lift our bum off the mat. If you're like, Megan, that's really difficult. I'm not there right now. No problem. Then what I'm gonna say is, actually, we'll do heel tap, okay? So if you're not crunching, or if that reverse doesn't feel good, you can go into heel taps. Let's just jump into it though, right? All right, timer. There we go. Struggle bus is always real here. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's a little reverse. I like to hold on to the floor and push through. The movement is small, but it's also controlled. So if this is your first time in this move, you might just like knock your butt down, right? But ideally, we want to work towards controlling it coming down. If you're not doing this move, you're in that little heel tap, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Ugh. All right, next move is on one side. We're gonna go into a little sideline position here. So my forearm is on the floor. My dog hair covered pants are over here. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna come up and then I'm going to kick one leg there, okay? Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna push through that side body and then I'm gonna lift into a clamshell and give a little kick, okay? So it's a lift and kick. I come up and open the clamshell at the same time, and then I kick. This little kick is making me stay in this position a little bit longer, and it's causing me instability, which makes my core work a little bit harder. Good, breathing it in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? We get to go do it on the other side. Okay, same thing. We go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We want our elbow to be under our shoulder as well, so that it doesn't feel weird or funky in our shoulder. Never something we want. And as we're coming up, we're really pushing through that side body. Ooh. And opening up with the back glute. Good. I'm sweaty. This is already happening here. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time, all the way through. So reverse crunches or the heel taps. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Little controlled reverse. My knees are bent. You don't have to have straight legs all the time. Mine feels really good here. And then that way I have more control coming down off or from the top. Remembering to breathe all the way through and not completely hold your breath. We also want to engage the core first, and that's what's going to bring us up and control that lower. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We're gonna come over here into our little clamshell, try not to hit the wall. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lift to open the clamshell and give it a good kick. I'm gonna fix my elbow because it was feeling a little funky. There we go. Lift, open, and kick. It doesn't have to be super fast. It can be completely controlled, slow and steady, especially when we're just starting to build. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, other side, these add up. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're gonna lift, open the clamshell and give it a good kick. I like to point my toe here. Good, we're almost there. We are in our final move. So don't give up. Keep going through rep by rep, we're almost there. Whew, good. 3, 2, let's do one more. 1. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a lot of fun. I'm already sweaty. All right, great job with this beginner workout. If you found this challenging, put it into your weekly rotation, maybe once or twice. And slowly you'll start to build those muscles and the muscle memory will come into play. And don't be afraid to try out some of the other workouts on the app. I give modifications all the way through for every single one. And so it's for all levels, all classes. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.